Hello everybody, welcome back to One Wednesdays. It's the unlucky 13 tonight, but it's gonna be a great night. It's gonna be a good night. We've got Vini on from Mr G UK Reseller. Do you want to introduce yourself, Vini?
I'm Vini, also known as Mr G UK Reseller. I'm a sort of full-time, part-time eBay reseller, but I also have a bricks and mortar store where I sell like hobby-related collectible cards and Warhammer and that kind of thing. I've been doing that for about 23 years and doing the eBay kind of reselling car boot thing for about 5.
Awesome. It's great to have you on, Vini. We just had a nice 10-15 minute chat anyway.
It was
so
cool.
we're all already in the flow state in terms of geeky chat and getting into the reselling side. I'll say a few hellos to the chat and then we'll answer some questions. If you've got any questions for me or Vini, pop them in the chat just to start off and we'll have a good chat. So we've got Ian, we've got Aaron, a QuickBooks chat. We've got Chase the Dream UK, Global Thrifters, great to see you guys. JJ, T-Side Reseller, Zoe, good to see you in Zoe. We've got Chase the Dream again, sorry. Sam Sells Stuff, fantastic channel. He's just kicked off his channel. So if anyone wants to...
I watched him today.
So good.
He was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was pretty informative and really easy to watch.
Yeah, quite a good
so
flow,
easy.
You know? And that's what you want. Just like a nice opening, get to the point and closing. He's such a great guy as well. Looking forward to more videos, Sam. We've got Kieran in, ANPJ 2006. We got Zoe. I said Zoe again. Carl. Love seeing the MacBook in the background. That one's just for you, Aaron. You know, we got the Apple Core background. I was watching Peter Cummins chat with Zahir and Lee, and not sure what the lady's called. Forgot. My bad.
Shelley.
So that's what's on my my MacBook. Evening, James. How are you tonight? We got Jam Donut. We love a Jam Donut. Right. So we got Skill T said, why the fallout with the closet seller guy? We just had a disagreement. So I'm just going to kick off with this just to get it out of the way, just to get the negativity out of the way. We stopped the Sunday Car Boot Championships. What happened was after the stream, me, Kieran, James, I think Ricky was in that time. Joe left the StreamYard. And then it was me and Kieran in the chat with James and Ricky. Kieran wasn't enjoying it. So he was like, you know what, guys, I'm not really enjoying it anymore. I feel like it's getting a bit too competitive. So I'm going to speak to Joe about it. I said, yeah, I know what you mean, mate. It does feel a little bit too much of a chore, bit of pressure around it, getting all these bits and bobs from the car boots. It feels a bit too competitive. So yeah, Joe was listening in. He took it the wrong way, blocked us all. And that's about it, really. But that's enough for the negativity. We're going to move on.
Move on.
That is literally all that's to it. It seems like it's been blown out of proportion. But yeah, as you know, I only project positivity, happy days resellers, all that good stuff. And that's that, really. I don't really need to say much else on it. But that's about it.
No more comment.
Vini, such a cool guy. Now we've got the main showcase. So tell me, what have you been up to this week? You've been working in the shop. Obviously, things are different in the shop now.
Yeah, we're open 5 days a week now. We used to be open 6 days a week, but we've cut it down to 5. We've been in there Monday, Tuesday. What are we now? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday today. So day off today. Go car boot in Thursday morning. And when I take the kids to school, down to the car boot, do a bit of booting. Then Friday, Saturday back in the shop. Or Thursday, Friday, Saturday back in the shop, and then Sunday off and more car boots.
Ah, cool. So plenty of car boots during the week.
Yeah, we like to hit about 2. My daughter comes with me on a Sunday now because she's started her own reselling journey. Yeah, she's only 13, but we wanted to try and teach her. Well, I wanted to try and teach her the value of money early because I think it's important that kids understand money and learn how to deal with it before they get to sort of like uni age, and then just basically spunk it all.
The money and don't know what it is. Don't know what
So yeah, I wanted her to make sure she understood like earning money, and she's been coming to the car boot with me for years, just walking around and looking at toys and buying stuff and that kind of thing. But about a month ago, she said, "Oh, I want to come and buy some stuff." So I was like, "Okay, cool. Have you got some money?" So she said, "Yeah, I've got some money saved up." So she went down and bought her first things, and she's had a few sales. So she's had 2 sales this week as well. So That's kind of
That's
cool.
awesome.
So she sold a Pokemon playmat. We're just waiting for the person to pay that she won at a tournament, and she
That's awesome.
sold a big bunch of Tussums.
Yeah,
These little
yeah, yeah,
toys.
yeah, yeah. Disney,
So
it's
she bought,
Disney, isn't it?
yeah, Disney, yeah.
Yeah,
She bought them for £2 on Sunday, and they sold yesterday for £25 plus postage.
that's awesome. I bet you was really proud of that. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
I love it. I literally love it. I'd
Yeah,
just watch her do reselling all day.
yeah. It's like pride and joy in it. You're bringing up your daughter, and she's getting into what you love as well. Nice. That's an awesome,
Yeah.
really cool story.
Well,
I,
we can just do it together, which is like quite nice because my wife's not interested in reselling at all. Just no interest at all. My son's not either. But she sometimes watches like the streams and chats in there. I don't think she's watching now, because I think she might have gone to bed actually. But
yeah,
just kind of having her with me and having someone else like that I know and trust with me at
yeah.
the car booth is
It's
kind of cool.
like you've got a sidekick now.
Yeah, like we're the dynamic duo. So
Yeah,
I'm Batman, she's Robin. Robin's way cooler than Batman, obviously.
obviously, yeah. Now, I just my Q&A is out tomorrow, and I was mentioning myself when I was younger, I'd always be on the boot sales with my parents and stuff, and I'd always, you know, if my parents were doing a boot sale, I'd have my own little side stall, and I'd like
Right.
have my own money. So it was always like, it was like drilled into me, like this buying and selling thing from an early age, like subconsciously, it was just happening. And yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see
No,
like the wave of resellers.
I think it is good for kids to learn at an early age. They like when I was young, I had lots of like part-time jobs, paper rounds, worked over a corner shop, and I kind of my parents didn't have a lot of money. I grew up in the 80s, so it was in a council estate, so it wasn't great for my parents. So there wasn't a lot of money going around. So getting some money and learning the value of it early was pretty important. And and that's sort of like helped me as I've grown up, and obviously it helped me with like, because I did a bit of buying and selling as well, not quite on the scale of now obviously, but there was no internet really back then, things like that, but there was a bit of wheeling and dealing going on in the streets where I came from. So nothing dodgy, just all
Nothing
cool
but
stuff.
Warhammer.
Warhammer and things like that, sweets, things like
Yeah, that's always a thing, isn't it? I think
yeah.
I think, you know what, the earliest memory I have of reselling, you really just clicked something in my head there, and it was in primary school. So this is before like sweets and stuff. I was actually selling like bouncy balls and little key rings and stuff in like a little like sandwich tub. So I'd be getting like 10, 20p for these little bouncy balls, or like a little key ring or a little tiny toy, pencil sharpener, rubber kind of thing. And that's really just clicked a memory. I've not thought of that for years and years and years, because I know my
Yeah,
friends sold chocolate bars and Lucasades and stuff and did well with that. I never did that. I did it before then. It was quite a weird one. Yeah, cool.
when I was at school, you probably won't remember these guys, but there was a TV show called The Gummy Bears, which was like a really big sort of like Disney, like kids cartoon Sunday morning show. And I asked the teachers, could I make gummy berry juice, which was this drink they drank, and then it made them bounce all around the thing.
Yeah.
And the teacher said, yeah, you can make that. And I was like, I want to sell it at lunchtime in the canteen. They said, yeah, go for it then. And so they let me do that for a few weeks. It was awesome, but it was just blackcurrant juice with some other stuff in it. But I marketed it. Yeah, it just made something out of it.
That's what it clicks when you're young. It's like,
yeah. It was kind of cool.
You always have them little stories of, you know, where it started to come from, as you know, your business mindset and stuff. It's cool.
It comes from somewhere, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think you're born with it. I think some people kind of stumble into like business and stuff and take it under the wing, but some people just have it in them as well. I think maybe not like, I'm gonna go and, you know, be the CEO of Apple, but if, you know, like a small business, you know, like a shop, like you say, a bricks and mortar shop, an eBay reseller. I think there's always something like a switch in the head, maybe a screw loose at times.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think it's just entrepreneurial, isn't it? If you like, we were talking before about working for yourself and working for the man. You know, there's something just hits you at some point in your life, I think, where you just go, you know, do I want to do that anymore? And the answer is probably no. I mean, like even Sam Sales stuff earlier was saying, you know, that he got made redundant and that kind of just forced him into it.
Yeah,
but
and he's thriving.
Yeah. So, you know, I think it just hits you at some point and then you just go with it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love Sam's channel as well. I'm well looking forward to seeing how that pans out. I'll see what the chat is saying. So we've got Global Thrifters said, "How are you both? How's sales?" I've had no sales today, actually. So thanks for reminding me, Global Thrifters.
That's all right. One will come in now.
Hopefully. hint, Kieran.
Ricky.
What about you? How are your sales been? Okay. I did see that cool one in the chat.
Yeah, I had a big sale earlier, which was like it would have been RA if it wasn't from my shop. So it was just like a pack of Warhammer cards for a game called Silver Tower. It's not showing. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So it's like it was about £12 when it came out retail, but because they go out of print and they don't remake them, it sold for £150. So
That's awesome.
I've had them up for a few months. You can probably still find them if you have a local Games Workshop. Just go in there and see if they've got any Warhammer Quest Silver Tower card packs. They'll be about £12 or £15. I can't quite remember, but yeah, you can get £150 for them now. So other than that, my sales have been pretty slow today. I've had about 6 sales, and most of them have been, well, they've been pretty low end, you know, like DVDs, but they're not DVDs, they're collectible cards. So they sell for some of them sell for the same price as DVDs, but that one definitely picked it up. I sold some Playmobil as well to some guy that wants it delivered next day delivery for some reason, but really just some old figures. He does. He needs those people.
Nice, cool. 6 sales is still good going, even though it's a slow day. Still not bad. It's only middle of the week, so Wednesday. I've had 0, but it's because I've just not been able to list recently as much, just because work's been mad. But I'm gonna get that Lego out and get that sorted soon. And I'm not just gonna sell it by the kilo, 2 kilo, and I've got some good minifigures that I can sell separate. So that's how I'm just going to do that. Just with being in work for 30 hours, I just don't have the time to break all the sets down, you know, build them up and do them piece by piece.
Lego's great, but it's just such a time sink. Like I was upstairs earlier and I have a big, massive bundle of Lego in the front room that I bought for Rhino, and I was trying to make the sets up and I was like, oh, forget it. So I've just like grabbed the 2 sets I wanted to fully make out of there. And then the rest of it, I'm just going to just bundle up and sell off because it's just too much time. And it is time versus money at the end of the day.
That's how you've got to look at it. Sometimes it's really worth building the sets up. But where I'm at now with like the backlog I've got, I just want to get those kilos out, get the minifigures out. I've got some really cool minifigures. So it's one of those, it'll be like a fraction of money that I'll lose. But for the time that I'll save as well, I think it outweighs it at this point, for sure.
Yeah, totally.
We've got Mark in the chat. We have got Andrew. Ricky Lee, the man, the myth, the legend.
Has he got that? Can I just ask Ricky something? Has he done that? Has he measured up that jumper yet? That cool duck jumper? Because I'm quite interested in that. If he can measure it up.
Yeah, get it measured, Ricky.
Hint.
Get it measured. Hint. He was in the shower, so missed the start. Well, you can measure that jumper up now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not at his unit, isn't he? But he might have done it already. Yeah, Carl's at 30, great age to start. I started my son when he was 14. He has made money all the way through college. That's awesome, Carl.
Yeah, that sounds great. That's what I want for my daughter. I don't want her to be, you know, if she goes to college and uni, I want her to have some money behind her. So she's not like, I've seen a lot of my friends that struggled all the way through uni with no money, and I just don't want that for her. So yeah, that's great.
You don't want her to be struggling or being dependent on you. You know, she'll be able to flourish with her own kind of business and stuff. That'd be awesome. That's what I tried to do through college.
Yeah, and I think she will as well.
Yeah, of course. We've got Poppy.
That's her. That's her.
Oh, is that Poppy? Woo!
That's my daughter. Yeah.
Keep smashing it, Poppy. We've got Kev Smith. We have got Gary Dunlop. I've just subscribed to Mr G's channel. Never seen him before. I look forward to watching.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah.
There's not much new content. It's I did a few videos over lockdown just because I had like heaps of time because I was only working 2 days a week. So I was able to put about 3 or 4 videos out. But they've kind of stopped again now because I just literally cannot find it. I always say I can't find the time, but there's always something else to do. and I've got to play a bit of Fortnite. I've got to spend some time with my family.
Yeah,
and yeah,
that's
sorry.
That's how I feel. I think with my videos, they've took a hit because of like I'm back in work now, so there's like 30 hours left time straight away. So yeah, it's tough. It is tough sometimes. But yeah, if you get a video up every now and then, everyone appreciates it. That's what I try and do anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel a bit bad because I can't put the videos out like normal, because I know, like, I had like 1,700 subscribers, and loads of them were sort of like dead upset that I stopped. And I do miss doing the videos, but like I've always said before, I don't want to just put out content, just no content. I want to put out some content and something with sustenance and something behind it. And jumping in on these like chats and that just keeps kind of me in the community and just lets me put some info out there. And yeah, so if anyone wants to ask a question about anything, I'm
now's the time. And yeah, he's always available for a quick chat if need be. You're active, aren't you? And I think that's a good thing about the live chats. There's pretty much a live chat every night now for reselling. There's normally someone on. It's good to like catch up with people, see how everyone's getting on, and just catching up with the community. It's cool. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Am I drinking the junior wines again? No, I'm not. I'm on the gin tonight. It is the gin tonight. That's David.
Probably get on with my wife. She likes her gin.
Yeah, I don't mind one or two, but not too many. Not too many. We've got a few haters because of the drama that Joe's caused, but I won't give them any of the time.
I think someone's been blocked anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few. There is a few spammers in the chat. If you want to just clear the chat up, I would appreciate that. Let's see what's going on though. Got Damien in the chat. I've been out babysitting, so I missed Peter on the start of this. Peter's chat was really cool. I was enjoying that one. I'm not sure if they're still live or they finished about 8:30. I'm not too sure, but that was a cool chat.
Yeah, it was good.
And it's exciting to see about Zahir's shop as well. But you're excited. Obviously, you've got your own shop as well.
Yeah, I love the fact that Z is getting a shop. It just because he's such a character, and I always think like that your shop is an extension of yourself basically. And I think he's going to be like great in the shop because I can just imagine he's going to have great customer service, and he's very knowledgeable about what he does all the time. And he's just a good, like I was saying earlier, you want to surround yourself with people that are good and are doing good things. And Z is that guy, the one you always want to be around, because he's so enthusiastic, and he's just always trying to move forward. And sometimes he moves sideways, but like he's always trying to move forward.
Yeah, with good intention.
Yeah,
he's
totally.
Like a positive aura, and he's always looking like to do well. So yeah, I'm really rooting for him, and I'm going to visit the shop. He's not too far away, so he's like 45 minutes away, so it's not too far.
I've actually looked how far it is from me, and it's 6 hours, and I'm still going to visit. So
yeah, you've got to do it. We'll do it on the same day. We'll go on the same day.
Yeah, that sounds cool, man. Yeah, we'll arrange that. I saw a question from Global Thrifters actually. They say what shop sales compared to eBay sales. I imagine shop sales are higher, but is that always the case? Yeah. So basically, my shop and eBay sales takings split about 80-20. So my eBay store takes about 20% of the turnover, and my shop takes about 80% of the turnover. Now in lockdown, my shop lost about 70% of its turnover for at least 2 months.
Quite a lot.
Nearly 3 months. Yeah, it's a huge amount of loss. But my eBay like tripled, so it went up triple to what it was. But
did it average itself out, or did it not even make a dent?
No, not really, because it was only like I'm not great with the maths, but it was like a triple increase on 20%. So 20, whatever that is, someone with mathsy will be able to work out. But it was a big old hit.
Yeah,
but it did. Yeah, like eBay literally went mental, and I was like, it was like kind of crazy how mental it went, really. But without having that diversity in the store, say I'd never bothered with eBay, maybe I wouldn't even have my store now, because eBay definitely kept the shop going. Yeah, totally.
What, for people who I don't think, if they didn't watch the hair stream with you, what are like the things that you have in place at the minute with the COVID? Are you not getting people in the shop at the moment?
No, it's yeah. So I'm pretty cautious.
Yeah.
I want to try and keep not only myself and my staff that are now, well, my dad now is back at work. My mum comes in and helps out as well. My wife's still furloughed, but I mean, it won't be long until she comes back to work as well. But we don't really have the space there at the moment. So, as well as trying to keep them all safe, I want to keep my customers safe. I don't want to get the shop locked down. You know, if there's track and trace going on, I don't want that shutting the shops for 2 weeks, because that would be an absolute nightmare. Not being able to go out and sell and send parcels, or what, I can't even imagine what that would be like. So it's all about just a very slow process. And at the moment we're serving, we're quite lucky because we're inside a market. So we have like a space outside the front of the shop where people can sort of come up to the shop. They're undercover. And we have like racking outside where we have all the new stock on. And then I serve them at the front door. And then more recently, we've moved further into the store. We've moved the racking from outside, and it's now in the front windows. And we're trying to build like a counter system inside the shop where people can come into the shop and browse everything in the shop, but they can't touch anything in the shop.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then it'll be kind of like a better Argos. I don't like Argos as a store. You should definitely shop for it. Don't Argos it. I'm not endorsing Argos in any way. So there'll be a nice counter system, and you'll be able to see all the stock. And then our security cameras that we did have keeping an eye on stock will now be, we've got monitors up, and then all the stock people can't see will be on these monitors through our security cameras.
Good idea.
Yeah, so that's kind of it for now.
In terms of like your customer base, a lot of people still come in now, considering the circumstances. I bet people were getting a little bit, they couldn't scratch that itch, could they? They couldn't come down to the store. They couldn't kind of, pick up what they wanted to pick up. So I bet, just after you opened again, you had like a nice boost of people coming back.
Yeah, well, we had a fair few regulars that used us right through. So that's where sort of like a small percentage of our sales were coming from. We were doing a delivery service, like 2 or 3 times a week, and we were doing sort of like when we were allowed to, people were coming to the side door of the building we're in, and we were kind of putting their bag outside, and they were collecting it from outside, and then there was no interaction. There was no sort of like customer interaction with us, and then that was about it really. And then people were kind of desperate to get back into the shop, and obviously when they announced that we could open again, we did that straight away, and then people were coming down to the shop, and the more sort of like lockdown eased, the more people we started to see, which was great, because some of the people we just hadn't seen for months, and they were just like, I couldn't come out. I wanted to come out, and I was like, oh, well, we were doing a mail order service, and they were like, oh, were you? And we were like, yeah, you should have ordered something. And they were like, oh no. But like, however good Facebook is, people don't always see messages on Facebook.
Oh no, of course not. You can't reach everybody. You can't reach everybody. That's for sure. But I bet you're glad you were seeing like the regular faces come back in as well. Are you still,
I love it.
Do you still see some new faces come as well?
Yeah, we've actually got, like, lockdown has been pretty weird for us, because we've gained a lot of new customers as well, because a lot of the online stores were running out of things. So people were trying to source their products from somewhere else. So we've seen a new influx of customers like over the whole lockdown period, and we still get new customers all the time, because we're pretty hidden anyway in our shop. So a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't know you were here. And also because we've been open so long, we get a lot of returning customers. So people that have kind of gone to uni and then come back, or had kids and their kids are a bit older, so they've come back. So yeah, we're getting new people all the time, so it's great, really.
That's what you want to see. It's awesome. I bet it's a good feeling when you see a new face come in as well. It's just another cool person to meet, and especially if it's the first piece of Warhammer as well. The game, just getting into it.
Yeah, I anyone that comes to the shop is very welcome. I feel like we're quite a welcoming shop, and I've gained a few customers through here as well. So Ian's bought some stuff off me, Master of Pieces. I sent him some Pokemon cards to help him finish his collection, and then he was so keen. He's going to collect more sets, so he's bought some cards. I'm talking to Kieran about something, and James Collects has done a pre-order with me as well, so that's all awesome. So thank you very much, guys. All appreciated.
Helping each other out, that's the main thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
We've got Becky says, why so many dislikes? Who knows, Becky? Just smash that like button, everyone. Get them out of
John,
here.
it's not me. It's John, it's not me.
It's definitely not Vinny. It's definitely not Vinny. But yeah, smash that like button. It's just a couple of people who are the haters. So yeah, smash that like button, everybody. Lainey says, have you recovered from yesterday? Of course I have, Lainey. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. I hope you're okay. Any more crowns? The last time I played, Aaron, was last time me, you, and Vinny played. That's how long ago it was. It must have been about 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago.
2 weeks, yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think it was after my Wednesday stream. Was it like 2 weeks today, maybe?
I think so.
Yeah, so yeah, no crowns yet because but it's I've not had any unsuccessful matches because I've not played. So you can't call me, Aaron. I'm gonna start playing again soon though. We're hoping to have Mr G grace his presence with us on a Thursday Thrifter Talk sometime. That is from the Global Thrifters.
Yeah, no, I'll do that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would definitely do that.
Fire questions for Vinny. Put him on the spot.
Yeah, I'm great under pressure.
Jonathan says, strange question, but planning to go to my first boot sale this weekend. But with the virus situation, how do you get your loose change if shops won't change your notes to coins? So I normally have like quite a few coins anyway. But I'm sure the I've been getting change from shops like recently. So you just give your shops a try. But someone at the boot sale's always got change as well. But throughout the week, if you stack your change up, in preparation for the boot sale, get your pounds, 50p's and stuff together, you should be okay with that. But yeah, I've not really been turned away about coins.
Will the bank not change it? Will your bank not change it? I mean, we always change our catch up weekly in the bank. I don't think they'll do it if you don't bank with them, but if you do, you should just be able to wander in there and just get it changed up, no problem. Yeah,
it makes sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah, don't go to the post office. They don't do it.
Yeah, the post office are the type.
They won't do it.
The meanies. Z is a real OG, straight up gangster, and we open the best. Of course we do. You've got to come up as well, Global Thrifters. Got to get in that van.
We could do that a little meet up, maybe.
Yeah, like, Z shop opening. That'd be awesome.
That's it. Just distance though, so none of us are too close.
I think it's near the seaside as well, so if it's a nice day, we can have a nice walk and stuff. Hit a charity shop up. We'll have a race to the game section with everybody. It make for some good fun. It would be interesting, wouldn't it? Like, say you had like quite a big charity shop, and there was like 10 resellers, and we all just went in together. It's no competition. It's just to see what someone what we all get, and no doubt there'll be some bits that Jack and Emily would get, or Kieran would get, or Ricky would get that we wouldn't even look at. We'd just look through it, and I think that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, I think if there wasn't a virus right now, I think we may have already all met up anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that would have probably happened because I just couldn't see it not happening really.
Time over summer, but we'll make up for it for sure. I know Aaron's going to be there. He's going to bring all the crowns for everybody. But yeah, I'm looking forward to coming down to Cornwall as well, seeing your shop. So hopefully, in the new year, that'd be awesome to do. I think that's to everyone down south as well. So I'm sure people will be able to come and see us as well. That'd be awesome.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I know, Gary. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it. Evening, guys. Love the channel. Ignore the negativity. You all bring so much positivity, so much to the community. No snakes here. Yeah, Bailey. Honestly, everything I do is just to spread positivity, tell the story, of my eBay and my business and stuff. I don't claim to be the best reseller on the platform. I don't aim to be the best reseller on the platform. I'm just telling my story as it is. So I'll tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So that's you just get it how it is. And yeah, I appreciate your support, Bailey. No snakes, indeed. We're all adults. Remember, there's two sides to every story. 100%. Good evening, Shazad. Hope you're doing well. I did see you over in Peter's stream. Right, let's see what's going on. Damien is uploading. Damien's been active on the YouTube again, which is good to see. Did you see that retro or the vintage electronic he picked up last week? He paid £3. £3. I'm not sure what it was because I was paying attention, but I wasn't, Damien. It was like a new in box, electronic. Paid £3 for it, and there's complete listings at £699.99. So yeah, £700 for this £3 pickup. I've got all like the little batteries sealed up in there and the manual sealed up and stuff. But yeah, David, let us know what that was exactly, and I'll
get
that
it
up
at the
on
next
eBay.
charity shop.
Please share that. Yeah, and then we can all look out for it. Do you still smell of polish, Kieran? I hope not. Put those feet away. T-side says, great first video, Sam. Keep it up. 100% agree with that, Sam. And it'd be great to get you on here in a couple months' time. Once you've got a few more videos up, and be able to promote you and have a good chat, because you seem like a very interesting dude as well. What's up, River Playle? How you doing? River Playle's just started his own vintage clothing page. So awesome stuff. Let us know what that is. I'll be able to give you a shout out for that. But any like you had that Prada jacket, Vini. River Playle knows all the tags and stuff. Like he can like identify it, something straight away. So he's really cool guy.
I need some help on that Prada top. I still don't know what to write for a description and stuff. So
yeah, River Playle, Ricky, they'll all help you out. No worries. It's a really nice jacket, by the way. Oh, I actually love it.
I'm absolutely awful with clothes.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, you asking me a question about clothes? I don't know. I literally saw it on the floor. The guy had just lobbed it down on the floor, and I was like, "Oh, that looks like a cool jacket." And I normally only buy clothes at Car Boots for myself because I've done so awful in the past with clothes pickups.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, Prada." I was like, "Oh, okay." And that was kind of it. How much do you want? £3. All right, cool. And then I took it home and looked around a bit, and I found Ricky. I think Ricky found it as well on one of these clothing sites for like $270 or something. And I was like, okay, but what do I write? I'd just write Prada jacket. So it's still just in a bag on the floor in my shop, just waiting to be listed.
Sure it'll find a nice person to get it very soon.
I'm sure.
We'll start the title out. But yeah, it's so cool. Did the guy you bought it off, did he seem someone who had a bit of money as well? Or was it just like any old person? Was it just like...
I don't know, just a dude with his kid, and Poppy was looking through their toys, and I was just looking through some old shirts because I've been looking at, I've been watching a lot of American YouTubers. And they've been going on about like old 80s 90s t-shirts. I know Ricky's talked about old t-shirts and stuff with the one stitch, is it like not two?
Yeah, the one stitch.
Yeah. So I was looking for, because his t-shirts looked quite old, so I was looking through those, but there was holes in them and they were a bit, I don't know what I'm doing. So, and I just saw this jacket on the floor and I was like, I could do with a new jacket. So I just looked at it and I was like, oh, okay, well, how much? And when he said £3, I was like, well, at worst, I've got a Prada jacket for £3 for myself. So
yeah, it's a risk worth taking, 100%.
Yeah.
I actually seen there's a guy I follow on Instagram who watches the videos, and he sold a Halo 2 t-shirt. It was like a khaki green Halo 2 t-shirt from when it came out. I think it was 04. And I think he got about £80 for that. So it's just like it was all cracked and stuff. It weren't in great condition, but it was just Halo 2, pretty much in the middle. Awesome t-shirt. Just little things like that. And there's I think, is it Part-Time Pickers on Instagram and YouTube? I think they're quite big in America. And he found a Mario t-shirt on a skateboard.
All right.
And it was from 1980 something. It might be 1991 or late 80s. But he's auctioning that on Instagram to like collectors and stuff. It's already past $300.
Oh wow!
And it's not in fantastic condition for its age. It's pretty good, but it's a little bit beat up. And yeah, if you see any old Mario t-shirts and stuff like that, it's got like official Nintendo branding on it. He's gonna get at least like $500-600 for that t-shirt. And he found it at a garage sale, I think. Paid like
probably for $1. Yeah, yeah. I was watching Commonwealth Picker, I think. I like his channel a lot, and he was just picking up like old wrestling t-shirts from like the 90s, like Macho Man Randy Savage and all those sorts of guys. He was just picking them up for $2 each, and as he was picking them up and putting them on a pile, he was flashing up how much each one was, and it was like $40, $50, $40, and I was just like, I need to get into clothes.
Where was he getting them from? Was it from a clothes place, or was it from like a
garage sale? Yeah, just a garage sale. Like I watch Cincinnati Picker, Commonwealth Picker, and this couple called Thrift Mine. They're all really. If you're not watched Thrift Mine, they are super good. They pick up some really cool stuff, but they're all they all know each other. I think all those guys, so they always talk about each other on their channels. So I would definitely hit them up.
Is that Thrift Mine or Mind?
Mine, MINE.
Minecraft. Yeah, I'll search that up for sure.
Do it. They are top. Yeah.
That sounds cool. Let's have a look what's going on. Question. Tell me what you think about me. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings. Only ring you're selling when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave. Is that a song lyric, Ricky? Because I don't know. He sounds like it. He sounds like he really wanted that. He's definitely going to clip that and put it in his next video.
Of course.
But you know what? I think about you, Ricky. I think nothing of you. Nah, I love you to bits. You feature my video tomorrow, Ricky. Don't worry.
Yeah, I hadn't watched Ricky until I was on the fatal four way.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard of him as a reseller, and when I went and watched his videos, I was just like, this guy.
It's just being it, positivity. That's what you want to see, isn't it?
Ricky's just that guy, man.
Yeah. Cool dude, and that's what you want to see. If Bailey put dislikes, it's the boy band haircut. I have long hair too. Long hair unite, Bailey. Long hair unite. I've got like a little moth midget trying to ruin the stream here. Let's have a look. Can anyone let me know cost of small parcel to the USA? Been looking at Master Systems game prices. Think I'll do better if I offer US shipping. I'm not 100% sure really, because I'm normally GSP. So
yeah, I use GSP and everything now.
Sure, someone in the chat, Global Thrifters, will be able to give you a little bit better price.
Yeah, I used to post everything abroad, but I used to track everything, so it got really expensive. So it's just like I'm not doing that anymore because obviously it ups your turnover as well. So if you are near the threshold, you probably don't want to be paying huge postages out.
It's not worth it.
It just all adds onto your turnover. I'm above the threshold, so it doesn't really matter for me. But I was sending probably like 6 or 7 parcels abroad, and it was costing me like 20 quid a parcel a week. Yeah. So it was like, oh, I'm not into that. I don't want to put all that money. Although they're paying for it, it's still money you're paying out. And then like if it doesn't get there or they want to return it, then you're just losing 20 quid every time.
Just
like, yeah.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Let's have a look what's going on. Damien dipped out. I was just on about your pickup, Damien. What was the electronic that you picked up? I think you might have already said it, to be honest. I think I'm quite behind. What time are we on? Oh, yeah, I'm 8 minutes behind. And that is SR Vintage _ on Instagram. That is the vintage clothes page. And you'll be able to just give him a message about any clothes and stuff to be able to help you out. Cool dude, for sure. Hey River, you might like this hoodie I got today, if you're still here. It is from America and it is Trippy Red's official merch. So we've got the Trippy Red on the front, if you can see it, and then we have got the logo on the back, which is not safe for work. But yeah, hope you like that one, River. That cost me like $100, so it's a treat for me. And yeah, definitely, Sam, we'll sort that out in the future, man. Keep grinding. Hey guys, just starting up with my fella. Haven't found our specialist subject yet. Yeah, just keep plodding on that, and yeah, you'll definitely find it. Whatever you like and have a passion for, you'll probably have an eye for it more. Because you tend to sell stuff that you do enjoy, but don't turn a blind eye on anything. Watch the videos, and you'll definitely get an eye for most things.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily good to just have a niche either. I think being quite a generalist is a good thing. Like if you can gain like sort of like almost expert knowledge in a subject, that's good because it means you'll have the edge over everyone else. But being a generalist, I think, is the best thing. The more knowledge you can spread around different things, the more sort of like openings you'll get for purchases and sales. So yeah, I think a niche comes in time if you don't have a niche already.
It's like if you go into a charity shop, you want to be that guy who can look at every section and kind of try and see profit. Whereas if you're just a seller or you're just a clothes seller and you just go to that one section, but there might be £1,000 item on the other side of the shop, like you never look at.
You just don't know about
the eye for everything. I know it's tough and sometimes it's not as enjoyable, but definitely have an eye for other things as well. 100%. Chaser Green just said, I have you on Insta. Sam, do you have me on Insta? If you do, make sure you message me. I'll follow you back if I don't. Yeah, but be good to follow you back. Just in for a few minutes, says Lee. Love the chat, Lee. Good second appearance on the YouTube lives. I love the knee-high boots you had as well. Oh, they look great on you. That is the electronics there that Damien said. So it is the. Let me find it.
Right.
I'm gonna find it.
I mean, Kieran mentioned that question of sport game, and then the next day, well, I think I asked you what they were talking about, and the next day I found one in the charity shop. So
yeah, that's what you want to say. But if we speak about this now, hopefully, we'll
find one tomorrow each.
Yeah, maybe it just turns up on my doorstep. So let me share screen for that one. So that should be up now, shouldn't it? So that is the one that you picked up, brand new and sealed. It's the original listing. So yeah, it is a Scion. I'm guessing the P silent. Scion. Series 5MX palm top computer. So it looks very basic. It's like a business kind of tool. It's not really useful nowadays. It's like a collector's piece, I guess. 60 megabytes of RAM. That tells you it, doesn't it? That says it all.
Blimey.
I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM in my PC. Yeah, in comparison, it is micro. But yeah, if you ever see one of these, I'm guessing even pre-owned, you'd probably be able to get some good money. I had that on highest price, so we just put it to ended recently. There you go, £63 pre-owned. You know, it looks like a bit of a calculator. Parts only, £20. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I'd probably pick it up after seeing it because it does look quite cool. But you know, now we've got that in our head, we might see one.
That's staying there.
That's staying. Lock and key.
It's in there.
But yeah,
the good thing is I've probably not walked past a load of those. Where I definitely know I've walked past tons and tons of questions of sports.
Yeah, questions of sport.
Oh man.
You always see it's always that board game. You go, oh, there's an old board game again with those dudes on the front.
Yeah, there's that turd board game that I don't want to buy. How much? No way. Keep it.
Got Carla in. Hello, Carla. Hope you're doing well tonight. Lee was just saying, have you recovered from yesterday to Carla? Not sure if Ricky has. Yeah, he definitely hasn't. Aaron says, legendary Tuesday 4-way. It was good fun. It was good fun. I thought I did quite well on the quiz as well. I got some of the eyes right. They did a game where you put celebrity eyes on. I got quite a few. Right. I think I got Judi Dench. I got Kim Kardashian. I got one more as well. I'm not sure who it was. But yeah, I was pretty proud of that. I got all three. I smashed it.
I'd be great at that. I'd know all of them, but I wouldn't know their names.
Just like I know who that is. I just don't know.
I know that one and that one. Yeah. Oh, that's the one. Yeah.
River Trippy Ready Sick needs to drop the new album soon. Yeah, it's coming soon. I think it's what date are we on now? September 17th or something. It might be like first week in October, I think. I appreciate that, Global Thrifters. It broke the bank, but you know it's my prized possession now. You've got to have a hoodie for the winter, haven't you? Mm-hmm. And I know Zahir he's just joined. He loves that I love Trippy Red. So there's the merch for you, Zahir. The pledge foot and the C-nut foot sound like a dodgy law firm. You'll be able to get an eye for it, Nats. Don't worry. The eyes will just start popping all over.
Just keep watching videos.
Yeah, videos. Hit the charity shops up. Go to the boot sales. Before you know it, you'll have a bricks and mortar shop, and you'll and
a death pile to the sky.
Yeah, it goes like that. So yeah, just keep smashing
it. It really does.
Carla says there could be a rare game in every shop I go in. I never know. And that's the thing, you know. I know, like, I never look. I know Lee's gonna like cringe now, but I never look at women's clothing. And you know, Lee literally kills it on women's clothing. He does electronics and other stuff as well. But yeah, he does some really well on women's clothing. I go in a lot of charity shops and a lot of boot sales, and I won't touch much women's clothing at all. So yeah, I don't think we can't be perfect, can we? We can't be perfect.
I mean, there's so much to choose from. I mean, like yeah, like you say, you could look at everything and you'd be there all day, every day, and you'd probably be able to find gems in everything. I mean, I know you guys pick up football shirts and stuff. I know absolutely nothing about football, and every football shirt I've picked up has been worth like £1, and I've paid £1 for it. But you guys are just like, oh, this is a 40 quid shirt, and I'm like, why is yours 40 quid and mine worth £1? Yeah, so I probably leave tons of football shirts everywhere, but now I know you guys. I can photo them in the charity shop and be like, should I buy this one? And
yeah,
be like,
we're always there. We're always there to help. And that's the thing. That's the good thing about the teamwork. You know, we can help each other out.
Yeah,
it's like Ricky. He left the all that sealed workshop stuff, didn't he? You know, like you pulled him up on. And then we've got James. He left the £200 the Wheezy Penguin off Toy Story. If anyone's not seen that yet.
He did a video on it now, so he's actually
done a full video on it now.
Yeah, missing it.
That one. But I think Ricky's edited it as well. He's going to put it in his video as well.
No, he should. Yeah, no, he should. I mean, he like.
He's never going to miss it.
Yeah, well, I saw him miss it because I've been going back through some of his old videos, and I was just like, I need to tell him that he's missed this, and he should have bought it, because next time if he sees it, he's going to buy it. He's not going to make that mistake again, and you don't want to just leave mistakes on the table. You've got to tell each other, and then you won't make that mistake again. I would love to. I've got a GoPro. I've got a harness. I want to start recording around boot sales where I go, because I think that would just be kind of an easy video to do. I know there's probably quite a lot of editing in it and stuff, but I think it would be just a good video. I think people like following people on their sort of like journey around the car boot, and I want to know if I'm missing stuff. So you could say to me, oh, you missed that pair of shoes, or you missed that football shirt, and I'll be like, right, well, hopefully they'll be there next week, and then I'll get it.
And that's the thing. That's why I like doing the GoPro stuff as well, because I do miss things, and it's nice to learn. And that's why I say, I'm not perfect. I like to learn as well, and we're always learning and stuff. But yeah, you should definitely get that GoPro out and give it a whirl.
I will at some point.
One day.
One day.
One day. Cola. I've had Tracy and Shelley ask for photos of me wearing them. Well, I'm hoping we do get them eventually, Lee. Evening Z. I did see your message. I did float back up the chat a little bit. I've stole your prized possession, which is Mr G UK Reseller. Vini. Killed it on his chat.
I want to know if Z's got a name for his shop yet.
He's going with only cool stuff.
All right, okay.
He's going with the
that's the one from his Instagram, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's a cool name, though, isn't it? I guess there is only cool stuff in there, including Z as well. You class him as cool? Maybe.
Yes.
Definitely. So for the people, oh bloody hell, voice break. For the people that didn't watch you on Z's channel, tell them just briefly how you stumbled upon getting your shop, and just the tiny little. Well, no, it's a massive story, but just a tiny story behind it.
I can shorten it. So basically, I couldn't get a job. I was pretty young. I was 17. I'd had lots of previous jobs, but I kept losing my jobs because of transport, because I live in Cornwall and public transport isn't that good. I didn't really want to work for anyone else. So my dad said, well, you're quite into Warhammer. Why don't you just start a shop doing that? And I was like, well, I've got no money. I've got no shop. I've never sold anything in a shop before, other than, for myself anyway. I don't know how to do orders. I just don't know what I'm doing. And he said, well, why don't you just ring them up and see? So I just phoned up Games Workshop, and they didn't have a ton of independent stores then, but they were quite keen to get a store in Cornwall. So they were kind of keen. So I was like, right, now I need some money, because they needed a £1,500 order for the first order, and you needed to have a shop. So my dad kind of said, well, I've got a credit card with £2,000 on it, like a debit card, credit card.
Yeah.
You can just use that, and off you go. And I said, sure. And he said, well, you just got to pay it back every month, so don't mess it up. And that was kind of my step into starting a shop, really. It was quite a short period of time from when we discussed it to when it happened.
Yeah.
There was a few things that went wrong along the way, but I finally got to. I started on a market stall, and then I ended up in the shop eventually. I had to blag it a bit at the start, but
never look back.
No, never.
Sail off into the sunshine, the workshop sunshine.
Yeah, well, it was like I mentioned before that, you know, I had a lot of jobs, and I just had kind of got a bit fed up of trying to make someone else a lot of money, because I was quite good at selling things. You know, I had some retail experience selling, sort of like I worked in Burton's menswear for quite a while, selling lots of clothes and insurance to people. And so I was just like, I kind of had that sort of experience in retail, but I was just like, you know, fed up of selling like £30 shirts, you know, £10 ties, and I was earning £2.53 an hour back then. You know,
It just
and then
doesn't seem worth it, does it?
the maths just doesn't work out. You know, some days I'd sell over £1,000 worth of product in Burton's menswear, and I'd get paid something like £17.80, and it was like, this isn't right.
Equate, does it?
This is not time well spent.
You've earned all this money for a large corporation, and you've just, you know, taken the little scraps at the end, and it doesn't seem worth it, does it?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously when you work for yourself, it's a much higher risk, but it's also a much higher reward.
Yeah.
You know, I go into work and I work for Burton's menswear, and I'm like, okay, there's no risk to me there. I go in, I sell the stuff, I don't sell the stuff, I get paid, I leave at the end of the day. But you know, when I'm spending my own money, you know, and I'm doing £1,500 orders, and then, you know, selling that stuff, it's a much bigger risk, but also much bigger reward. So, but that's kind of why I went into. There was a few circumstances that put me into my own shop, but one of them was that I was fed up of working for someone else.
And that's the thing.
Go back.
It's the workplace politics. It's the, you know, you're capped at that amount. You know, you're only going to get that £17. You're only going to get, you know, how much you're earning. There might not be progression in your job. You want to go and do more things. You want to see places, or you want to, you know, build a family. You just can't seem to do it with where you are at the time. And you know, definitely working for yourself, but it's a possibility, and there's no cap with it. You know, you can just keep going and going and going, I guess.
Yeah, well, you're all like in a lot of jobs, you're not working on commission, but when you're working for yourself, you're kind of working on commission, because the more you put in, the more you reap. So the harder you work, the more you get. Obviously, when you work for yourself, you have to be quite disciplined. You're not being told what to do all the time, so you have to, you know,
you're your own man, right?
You have to.
You know what I mean? You're the guy that's like, you know, you're in your own head. In your own head. And I think that's the thing with working like a 9-to-5 job. There might be two people getting that same exact wage. One person's working their butt off all day, and one person's, you know, just a bit of a passenger, but they're coming out at the same job at the same time, same money, but one person's done, you know, the bare minimum, and one person's really worked hard, but they'll never see the benefits of that because it's not on a commission basis. You know, they're going to get that same hourly rate, and it's like, it's tough sometimes, you know.
Yeah,
so
what happens then is, like, you've worked your butt off, other person hasn't, and then they're the one that gets promoted.
Yeah,
you see it all the time. I have friends that are like, oh, this guy at my work, you know, he doesn't do anything, and they've promoted him. And I was like, yeah, that's because he's not going to steal their job. You would, if they promoted you, you're going to be after their job. So I can't see any way forward working for other people myself. So
no,
just work for yourself.
Could never go back. Never. I think when I go, I'm never, you know, I could never go back. 100%.
But the hope is that you never have to go back to that. You know, that you can, you know, I said again before, you know, if you're part-time successful, you're very likely to be full-time successful.
Yeah, it's just upping the ante, isn't it? You know, you've got all that time that you're not working, but you put that exact same time into your work, you're going to be getting a shed load more, you know, more than that hourly rate, you know.
Yeah, totally.
We've got a lot of penguins in the chat. James, so, you know, we'll just get those penguins up there, just so James can breathe over there. I'm gonna get the penguin up, actually, just so we can just gaze at it for a second. So if we go highest price, Wheezy.
This is not one you want to miss.
Wheezy. So we'll get the share screen up for the Wheezy, and there he is. This boy here, what a man! See, I think this is like the one-to-one version of what it'd be like. Oh god, I can't be signing in the original, the original listings. So yeah, it's literally because Wheezy on Toy Store. If anyone didn't know, this was the dog toy. It was actually the dog's toy. It was a squeaky toy, so with the one that the dog would have. But he lost his voice, so he was just stuck on the shelf full of dust. But his toy, if you do find him, it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
and
I think the reason it might be expensive as well is because I think the voice actor for this character passed away. So
yeah,
I think they did a shout out for him at the end of one of the movies. Don't quote me on that. That might be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure that did happen. So I think that's one of the reasons it might have some value as well.
Yeah, this one's up for £500. It's got 8 watches. It's got a bit of marking on the back.
There's got to be different versions.
Oh, mate, I swear that might be the one that James seen. 3 circles on the back.
He did touch it twice. Like, give him that.
He's got PPW on the back, and he's got Disney Pixar just on the back there as well.
That might be the one, you know. I think that one, that's the one. Yeah. Where's it based?
This one looks different, doesn't it? This one looks different.
Yeah, that one doesn't look as good.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been looking at these as well. Someone in the Facebook group had this M&M figure, and I was just looking them up. So this is the M&M and the 2-pack, and someone's got them up for 380 quid. If you ever see these figures, I think they're like early 2000s. I'm not sure if they are NECA. It says Art Asylum.
All right, yeah,
these are
I think that's right.
Unboxed as well. But yeah, super cool. A lot of money in those. You definitely pick them up. Like, look at this big. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm just going on a tangent here now, but look at that.
Well, to be fair, if you saw these, you'd pick them up anyway if they were cheap enough. You would never leave that behind. That is
awesome. Is that the same? Oh, it's Mezco, that one. That is awesome. And they've got 4 of them. Look, black one, white jacket, blue jacket. That is cool. That is cool. Enough of the tangent though. My bad.
No, that's cool.
We all look into eBay, don't we? Just seeing what's there. I think Lee.
I think
my camera's gone.
Sorry, I think. Oh yeah, you've been all blurry. I think Ian asked, "How did I get 1 million cards?" I was speaking to Ian and told him that I had a lot of cards to look through to try and sort him out for the cards he wanted, and it's basically buying 20 cards for 23 years into my shop and only selling some of them. That's
you have a backlog, a lot of cards. I just like a blur right now, but I'll continue as I left off. Let me just see if I can stop my camera. And I did see Lee said lots of money in women's clothing. Just give them a quick look next time, and you might recognize a quality brand. Do you know what, Lee? The next charity shop hunting I do, I'm going to make sure I pick up a piece of women's clothing just for you, and we'll see if I do well. I know some good brands. It's just finding them and making sure that like they're fully legit. This Logitech camera does my head in. If anyone's got any ideas about focusing this one up, let me know.
Unfortunately, I can't help. I'm completely uncomputer savvy.
We've got a couple of people saying the stream's flickering, and then some people saying it's all right. So yeah, my bad if it's messed up a little bit, guys. It must be StreamYard or because I'm screen sharing and stuff. We've still got 65 people in though. Hit like if you are still here. We're gonna end it any second now because I've got somewhere to be. But yeah, James is claiming that we're bullies. I do apologise, James. We just had to do it. We had to do it.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. That's basically
sorry,
it.
Not sorry, not sorry.
That's basically it. So, because I'm going blurry, I'm gonna like close it out on the hour. But Vini, for everyone who has just met you tonight, where can they find you and like what can they expect?
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook, Mr G UK Reseller. I basically post up a lot of pictures on Instagram of things I've sold, so you can find some stuff I've sold. I do some totals and that kind of thing as well. And on Facebook, I'm trying to put everything I put on Instagram onto Facebook as well, with a bit more of a detailed description of how much I paid and that kind of thing. It won't be super regular, but it does go up every now and again. And I do have a YouTube channel as well. It's pretty out of date, so if you do see me pick up anything and it's not worth anything now, yeah, it might not be, but there is some fairly good content on there from the past few years.
Links down below for that one as
Links
well.
down below.
Link is
Cheers,
down
John.
below. And the last question is tea or coffee, and how many sugars as well. So if anyone finds you in the and they say, "Well, it's Vinny," should I get him a cup of tea?
To be fair, you can get me a cup of tea or you can get me a coffee, but I do like an iced tea.
An iced tea or a nice tea?
An iced tea.
Iced tea. So peach or
lemon.
So yeah, lemon iced tea for Vinny. If anyone ever sees him, I'm sure there'll be one in the corner shop in Cornwall somewhere. Pop into the shop and he'll definitely appreciate an iced tea. It's been a pleasure, Vinny. I'm blurry, so you know it's just a blur talking now.
No, I can see you. I can see you still.
I appreciate you popping in. Links down below for Vinny. It's an iced tea for Vinny also. It's been a great chat. Before you go, guys, hit the like button. Pop over to Vinny's channel. Hit that subscribe on his channel. Facebook group's down below as well. Vinny is in the Facebook group, so it can help you with all the cool trading card stuff, Warhammer stuff, the stuff I do not know bugger all about. So yeah, everyone has a niche. So yeah, I'll see you very soon. I've been myself. Vinny's been himself. You've all been yourselves, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.